A beautiful... Here we go for round one. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. He blocks that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
Good counter right hand again. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He parries away that left hook. Good counter punching. Both men step back for just a moment. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all three... Here we go, it's round two. Perfect punch. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
Solid punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look like these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does... The bell rings and we start the third. Nice exchange here from both men. When are we going to see a jab from these two? We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This is a high-octane battle. Both men step back for just a moment. Nigel Benn has been rocked. And that's exactly where he doesn't need to be. I thought we were going to see the finish there. Got out of the way of that right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, back at it in round 4. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off, and they forget you can bang too.
Right hand. He threw the hook, didn't land. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He fails to score with that left hook. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he can't. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Exchange here from both men. He blocks the hook. They block the hook. Nice exchange from both men in this round. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Neither man really defending themselves. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not... There's the bell to start round 6. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
It's bombs away. Left punch. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
It's all offense all the time. Hey, those punches add up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? Round 7, here we go. Insane action. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Missing with that right hook. That hook doesn't score. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. that seemed like eternity for them finally. And there's the bell for round 8. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
They score with that left hand. Good one. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Left punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? Jacobs in real trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice exchange here from Nigel Benn has been rocked. Been setting up this moment the entire fight. He's got to cash in now. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. They blocked that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. This is the 10th. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice shot with the left. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe. And there's the bell for round 11. Both men step back for just a moment. He just misses with that big right hand. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Got out of the way of that right hook. They just missed with that big right hand. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter, who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on. Caution is being thrown to the wind. That hook is parried away. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who. There's the bell for round 12. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy? They score again with the left hand. A big left, but doesn't score with it. One lands. This is not the way he wanted this fight to start. Let's see if he can get out of trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far? misses with that jab. Good left hand. Good punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. How about that, Johnny? You don't hear those kind of scorecards very often. A majority decision win.
A majority decision. You know what? I've got to agree. There's no argument there. I totally get it. I see where they're coming from. I see the scoring they've done. I wouldn't even argue with it. Maybe one round either side, but good call, good shout.